Okay, it's your girl back again. I'm excited because I'm trying to figure out how to use this webcam. I'm not really famous. I want to be famous. My dream has always been to be famous. I supposed to have been a famous dancer. What happened to my dream? What happened to my opportunity? Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna cry no more about it, but it's frustrating to me because I'm like, okay, this is America, and anything is possible in America. I mean, well, at least that's what they tell us. And you could be whatever you want to be, given it the right opportunity. Okay, so I guess I never had the right opportunity. I did used to teach praise dancing in church, which was really fun. I had a really good time doing it. I've done a lot in my life. You know, my life journey has been exciting. And the only reason I can say that is because, I do not have a PhD or a master's degree. Right now, I'm working on my bachelor's degree. And I'm just, I guess I'm trying to get somewhere in this life, but there's more to life than just getting a degree and working a job once you graduate. People think that they can actually search for happiness, and it's like as soon as you get to the top of the mountain, guess what, you have to go back down. So life is full of ups and downs, and somewhere right in the middle is where you truly find true happiness. Okay, so let's talk about my locks. I look terrible right now. I really don't care. I just got up, so there's no makeup on my face like Erica Badu. This is the way I look. I have a lot of wrinkle on my forehead. Look at that. Man, that's from being stressed out and not having the knowledge about how to live a stressful free life. So I got these little suckers. I like to call them my waves. Anyways, I didn't spray my locks, so they're really dry. As you can see, I don't know how good you can see. These two are my longest locks right here. Right there. I love them because they're like longer than all the other locks. And I did something I promised myself I would never do, and that is putting a chemical in my hair. So I always preach natural hair, no chemical free, but I kind of wanted color, and I used henna. Don't get me wrong, I did use henna, but I bleached it first, so I actually stripped the natural fibers of my hair, and then I did like a two-part process, and then I put the henna on. I let it stay on for like maybe a couple hours, and then I just rinsed it out. I love henna. I love the smell of it. Um, some of the things that's going on with me right now is uh, my new tattoos that I'm proud of. And well, of course, I have my nose ring here. I love this. A lot of people say it's my bone. I have a bone in my nose. I'm like, well, you just wait till I go to Africa. This is my lip or something. um, but I have my little third eye dot right in between my eyebrows. And I'm actually used to buy these things. And I think I spent like maybe $60. I have all kind of different colors, long ones, some that you can decorate all the way across your forehead, even like around your eyebrows, like little different stones and stuff. I think it is so sexy on a black woman. But that's just me. I'm unique. I like different things. If I want to put a shiny dot right smack in the middle of my forehead and think I am all that, I am most definitely gonna do that. And then my fabulous tattoo. I love this tattoo. It basically means God is king. And only God can judge me. It's Geonami. It's an Adinkra symbol, and it is known all over West Africa. It originated in Ghana. My best friend is from Ghana. And the worst thing about it is I think she was raised in a city, so she really didn't have it. Let me put this down. So, uh, the sun is shining, you guys. I love when the sun shines. It is such a beautiful day. When I could look outside and see the sun, it's like I'm okay. You know, I could be having a bad day. I could be upset. I could be crying. I could be frustrated. I could be, you know, whatever's going on with me. But if I look outside and I see the sun in the sky, it's like, all I can think about is the warmth on my skin and just the beautiful glow. So it makes me feel better. So I really don't know how this video is going to turn out. I don't even know if I really care. Only because I have gotten over my phobia of worrying about what other people think and say about me. Um, I think I spent or lived and spent the majority of my life really trying to be a people pleaser. Seriously. Mm, only because of the way I was raised. You know, you have to do it this way. You know, we do it that way. There's certain things about doing things. And then with that mentality to going to work, it's like, you know, of course I want to be close to the boss. I mean, he basically holds my future in his hand. I mean, he can fire me or he can be on my side. So, and then in the midst of that, you know, we all want to be friendly. We all want to have a lot of friends. I always like to have a lot of people around me. And I realized that, you know what? I don't need it anymore because I am pleasing within myself. And as long as I'm pleasing here, if anyone is around me because of how pleasing I please myself, then, you know, we can get down. I wish I would have learned that at an earlier stage, but I didn't. Um, Anyways, I wanted to talk about racism. And the only reason why I want to talk about racism is because it is something that is so freaking frustrating sometimes. And I just want to let you guys know that people that are racist, they are mentally challenged. It's a disorder. It's a mental disorder like schizophrenic, manic depression, bipolar, racism, sexism, gayism. It's all a mental disease. You should be on some pills for that. For some people that do not know that they, what's the word, exhibit racism, is because in their mind, they don't know any better. Like I said, it's a mental disorder. They are brainwashed every day to believe bad things about the so-called Negroes, like Malcolm X used to say, or the so-called minority of the race. So it's not their fault if they look at us as, you know, spew. And I find a lot of us too often are trying to prove ourselves to be other than the complexion of our skin. I personally don't walk around with this big black bee on my forehead, but for some reason a lot of people like to see it. So you know, I just do me personally. I love being myself. I love being a black woman. I love being in America. Not because I think America is the greatest, richest country on the world, but this is the only place I've been for the last 30 years of my life. So I guess it's worth liking to be here. So I'm about to get out of here. I really don't have too much to say. You know, I can really go. So peace. All right. And more hair grease. My hair grease.